into Monaco, and it's the hometown boy, Charles Leclerc, who's put it on pole position. The third time he's done it here at his home race. He has never converted it. He's never been on the podium either here.
And finally we get some lights on then. 78 laps around Monaco. It's lights out, away we go. Leclerc gets away brilliantly. Here comes Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz behind him, and Sainz trying to squeeze past Oscar Piastri into the first corner. They're getting a bit congested at the back, but they've all made it through, and Piastri's hung on to second place. Leclerc leads them through Massenet. Norris all over the back of the problem for Sainz. He got very, very close to Oscar Piastri. Has he got a puncture?
I think he's got a puncture and or suspension damage. There must have been contact. We didn't see it, did we? But Sainz then immediately out of the Grand Prix, unless he can reverse that up and creep back to the pits.
Oh, it's a disastrous start for Carlos Sainz as they try and feed through that Lowe's hairpin. There, though, is your race leader, Charles Leclerc, with Oscar Piastri in hot pursuit and Lando Norris. A big gap between him and his teammate because Carlos Sainz isn't there anymore.
And the real problem for Ferrari here as well is now they've lost a rear gunner. It's 2 against 1. Sainz did hit his front left. It's red flag. Sainz did hit his front left against the side of Oscar Piastri. This means they can, unfortunately...
Oh, that's why we got a red flag.
We got a Red Bull with
Sergio Perez
a lot of pieces
involved, and the Haas, I think, of Kevin Magnussen, and Nico Hulkenberg, I think, is the other car, yeah.
So they've obviously tripped over an incident, and look at that. Both front wheels gone. And that, well, 3 of the 4 wheels, that's a huge...
Let's have a look at the accidents involving the Hasses and Sergio Perez. And you get the feeling Perez got tagged there by the Haas of Kevin Magnussen, because he basically was turning right angles towards the barrier, going up Beau Rivage.
He's nearly ticking over into the first corner. And now he's got Kevin Magnussen to his right, and Magnussen just keeps on pushing up there. So one wheel escaped on its tethers, hopefully to stay inbound of the track. There's not a grandstand there, thankfully. That is a monster of an accident.
And this is Carlos Sainz now at the start of this race. And we can see he's alongside Oscar Piastri going into Saint-Devote. I tell you, it's no wonder that there was the briefest of touches there. And that could have been an awful lot worse for both cars.
And you just, rather like he did up against Logan Sargent in Miami. Again, you can say, well, I was alongside him. As we see the 2 out. Oh, there's another incident out there then, as 2 Alpines get into each other. And once again, was it 2 Alpines?
Yeah, well,
it was. Gasly's been wrong-footed, hasn't he? So
you've got Albon just ahead of Gasly here, and Ocon on the inside getting sent airborne.
I'm going to say...
What did you do?
Exactly.
What did you do?
You don't lunge your teammate in Portier.
Red flag. The whole car is damaged now.
So what we're waiting for now is to find out if race control consider they've got enough data for a restart grid, or whether we go all the way back and start again with a 1 lap shorter race. And here's the order for the restart then. Do you want to go for that, Crofty?
Charles Leclerc will start on pole position once again from Oscar Piastri, from Sainz in 3rd. So, Carlos Sainz has got away with 1 here in Monaco, and he'll start 3rd.
Massive relief for him and Ferrari.
We got 5 lights though. It's lights out and away we go. We're racing again, and this time Oscar Piastri gets a better start than he did first time around, and Carlos Sainz is behind him and alongside Lando Norris going into turn 1. And it's Charles Leclerc who leads them up Beau Rivage and on towards Massenet. They've all got round the first corner unscathed as through Massenet we go now, and there's a bit of contact maybe between Lance Stroll and the car in front of him, Pierre Gasly, but only a slight tap, and it's Leclerc leading him down the hill ahead of Oscar Piastri and Carlos Sainz. Then Lando Norris, then George Russell looking for a way through, and behind there is Lance Stroll trying to get past Pierre Gasly.
Well, they had a practice, didn't they? And this time they were perfect through there. Just 16 cars running, of course. We've lost Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez, Nico Hulkenberg and Kevin Magnussen.
And it's been a much cleaner start than we had before. And Oscar Piastri has just put his foot down a bit more here and is closing in on Charles Leclerc. As you can see, that gap that was at round about 1 second is now down to half a second, and he's broken the DRS threat from Carlos Sainz behind him. Lando Norris running fourth. Then George Russell, big gap between Norris and Russell, and then Verstappen, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Albon and Gasly in the top 10.
Leclerc's backing the pack up.
Yeah.
He's staying away from the barriers, and then all he needs to do is bolt out of the key traction zones.
If you can, we need to slow down a bit.
Yeah. I mean, what's the scope of that?
We are preventing McLaren to have a pit stop window because we have no rush in this happening.
I didn't get it, but that makes me push in the slow speed, which I don't like.
Because that's giving him wheel spin, hurting his tyres a bit?
Pushes understeer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pushes, front sliding across the front axle. Piastri is now 18.3 seconds ahead of Russell. Not enough for a pit stop. That's why Leclerc has to keep him pinned. He's in the 19s.
Just for your info, I think you have around... I mean, do you want to know the margin?
No, Charles, we're not interested, we know.
You said no, right?
No, we are not interested.
That's rude.
Sorry.
8th race of the season in 2024. We are on course for our 4th different winner this season. 5 career race wins for Charles Leclerc. This is the one they all want. This is the one he really, really wants, and it's coming his way, and he has looked like a winner ever since he started on Friday, really. And then he led FP2 and FP3, and he got pole, and he's got just a few more corners to go as they rise in the grandstands, as they have been doing all weekend, but this time they rise to acclaim Charles Leclerc as a winner here in Monaco for the first time. The son of a hairdresser is a cut above the rest. Here in Monaco, his hometown, his home run, Charles Leclerc wins the Monaco Grand Prix. And that is a fantastic result for team, for family, and I think for Formula One as well.
We won it! Finally!
Yes! 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 Yes!
Curse? What curse? Driver of the day, race winner. Have some of that. And dives as if he was leaping into the swimming pool itself, into the embrace of his team.
No words can explain that. Yeah, it's such a difficult race. I think the fact that twice I've been starting on pole position and we couldn't quite make it makes it even better in a way. It means a lot, obviously. It's the race that made me dream of becoming a Formula One driver one day. So yeah, it was a difficult race emotionally because already 15 laps to the end, you're just hoping that nothing happens. Already the emotions were coming. I have to say that I was thinking to my dad a lot more than what I thought while driving. Obviously, he's given everything for me to be here. And yeah, it was a dream of ours for me to race here and to win, so it's unbelievable.